Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Distant Worlds universe. Last time, war was kind of all around us. We were getting attacked by pirates. The Teekans continued to, we'll say, press their luck in, I believe, the Orzun Prime system it was, and our war with these people. Who are they again? The Daedalus Technocracy, if I'm recalling correctly. Yes, there we go. Daedalus Technocracy. And actually, that's right, the Nexilian Union. I'd forgotten about that. It's been a little while since I've been able to record a little bit of, we'll say, Distant Worlds, so I'm still getting myself up to speed, but that shouldn't take too long. So, one thing I do remember, though, is that we were getting Strike Force Charlie to slowly move up towards this planet here, Girex 5, which is a Nexilian planet. Okay, so I was wrong. This is not the Daedalus Technocracy. Girex 5, and if I recall correctly, this is actually a, why am I after this planet? I don't know. I'm looking at the quality here. I'm like, this is not a good planet. Why do I even want this planet? I don't care about this planet. All right, well, I've begun attacking it, so I guess we'll continue attacking it. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my ships up a little bit closer to it, but not in range of all of the defensive bases. I'm kind of hoping that the carriers will launch their own fighters and that we will engage the defensive base at range. You know, at the very, actually, I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing here, because I'm like, I don't really want this planet. So I think the main reason I'm attacking it is because it happens to be like a regional capital. So I'm wondering if... Let's see, is there an... Oh, wait, actually, I think I might remember why. Yes, this is a junction point. So they probably have a nice source of fuel and everything. This is entirely... Oh, crap, what are you doing? Why did you go in? You should not have warped in that close. Stupid ship. Okay, pull out of there. Get out of there. Ugh. That's the one thing I wish that there was an option for. I wish there was an option to give fine-tuned instructions like don't warp. That way there I could just have them, fly in on the normal speed and approach and engage at a range. So yeah, this is completely a tactical target. If we take this out, we are going to disrupt, we'll say, refueling. I think or at least we'll say refueling and trade within their empire. Let me take another good look here at this. Because if we're looking at the resources in these nearby systems, yeah, they've got... Oh, they don't have... that's right, I remember looking, and I don't think we found a decent source of any regular fuel like hydrogen or Caslon. So, yeah, and not in this system either, but because this is sort of a junction system, I suspect if we cut things off here, that's right, because if I recall correctly, up in these upper parts, there's not a whole lot of those resources either, with the exception of this system right here. Dayu, why am I not taking this system? Do they have a decent? That's a lot better quality than what I'm fighting right now. Why don't I just take this planet? And then is there an independent planet in here as well? Yeah, it's not the best, but okay. Maybe I need to we'll say reassess what I was doing. Sometimes we start playing the game, it's interesting. It's like any sort of situation or any sort of conflict. When you're too close to it, sometimes you can't really view it with as much detail and we'll say what's the word I'm looking for? Care. Anyways, that you really need to. So maybe being able to take a step back from the game, have a period where I just take a break, is allowing me to look at this with, so we'll say, some fresher eyes. Also, slowing things down a little bit. I've had this sort of focus on going quicker, making progress. But hey, it's a 4x game, and half the time people play this with the pause button on. So stuff's happening. Things going on here. So Strike Force Charlie is going to slowly whittle away at this defensive base, and we'll come back when that mission, when they've done that, and we'll continue to disrupt things over here. So Strike Force Charlie was messing with the Nexilian Union. We were fighting with the Daedalus Technocracy. We do have a we have taken a planet. Let's see, Strike Force Delta is currently fueling up at our planet and defending it. Where are they? That's right. And then they were getting some troops. That's right. They have some troops to aid with, we'll say, with the invasion of Daedalus 1, their capital, their home planet, which is actually a very nice planet. However, looking at we'll say the situation on the ground, 1,495. I believe I stated last time that we would need special operations, and it does appear that we do. We've got 4 infantry, 16 armored, and 8 special forces. So I'm pretty confident that we can go ahead and take the planet Daedalus 1. So you know what I'm going to go ahead and do? As soon as Strike Force Delta is done, we'll say loading troops, as they say that they're doing. Although I suspect that they're already done. But once this goes away, once load troops is completed, I'm going to get them to go ahead and invade the planet. And yeah, we'll slowly start, we'll say, carving out a small piece of their territory for us. Warning to stop attacks. Oh, Teekins, we've only just begun. The Desolation Moon Fleet is still en route. You know, if I recall correctly, didn't they start something? I don't even remember who started this war, or we'll say these skirmishes and these little problems, these little fights. The Orzoon Prime. Oh, what is this? What fleet is this? Okay, it says right there, Jason. Orzoon Prime, a defense force. All right, so they're defending this planet, and it looks like the Teekins. Okay, so for the time being, it doesn't look like we have any more shooting. So if there's any more shooting, I know that the Teekins have started it. I am so close to just declaring all-out war, but the reason why I don't is because if I go ahead and declare all-out war, then I'm gonna have to deal with them attacking all my planets. They're gonna be coming up. They're gonna be coming up into our systems, fighting. Whereas right here, if we just sort of deal with these small skirmishes, you know, it's centered around one area. It's very concentrated. It's a lot easier to manage, and it's a lot less of a drain on my resources. Because as you know, even though I've got a lot of resources, even though you know I've got a lot of money, we're doing well. You know, war on too many fronts is never a good idea, no matter how powerful you are. You want to sort of isolate, and you want to try to take out targets one at a time. Even on a smaller scale, if you're playing an RTS, you know, you tend to really want you know, to focus fire on one thing, because you know, if something's damaged but still able to fire back, it's still able to fire back and do damage. So you want to take out that one threat at a time. Dang, it looks like the Teekins are sending in quite a bit, because if we remember correctly, if we remember, the Caidian Empire was at war with the Teekins as well, and it looks like the Teekins. It seems like this is where the Teekins are really devoting most of their forces. We have, you know, not sure if the Caidian Empire is going to be able to hold up against the Teekins. It's a war that's been going on for a little while now, and I'm kind of just sort of curious where this is going to go. Yeah, it looks like these fleets are bypassing. They're not going to defend this planet. They're coming straight here for Juantar. Oh, yeah, I think they're coming for the Caidian Empire's homeworld. Basically, the Caidian Empire, if you're just joining us, they broke off from the Great Caidian Territories, which is this sort of blue faction that you see over here. They broke off, they sort of seceded, and they created their own empire, which is basically, actually I believe now it's 2 empires large? 3 colonies. They have 3 colonies. They used to be just one planet. And, so it looks like the Teekins are coming in, and yeah, we're gonna have a nasty was gonna say a nasty engagement here. If they do try to take over the home planet, though, I am probably going to step in, because if it looks like the Caidian Empire is going to lose, I'm going to step in because well, I think our relationship with the Caidian Empire is much better, and they're much easier to deal with than the Teekins, and I don't want the Teekins to really gain a real foothold here. I don't want them to, we'll say, beat the Caidian Empire. So I'm, even though this is not my empire, these are not my ships. I kind of have this personal interest in making sure that these guys stay independent. These guys stay safe, so we'll be keeping an eye on them. One of our spaceports is under attack from the Naxilian Union. All right, where is this? This is up there. You know what? I think we've got some trouble here. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold out. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of defense. I'm going to try just, we'll say, recruiting some troops. I can go ahead and disband them later. If our defensive, if our defenses around this planet are incapable of fending off the assault, then this fight's going to be taking place on the ground. So I'm just sort of trying to recruit as many troops as possible. And I highly doubt I'll get past even maybe one of them. In this game here, you definitely want to focus on, we'll say, prevention. You want to start building before the attack comes. So maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. So you know, maybe the intel was there. I didn't see it. But you know, they are swooping in now. Do they have any troop transports? They do have a troop transport, but it looks like it's taken a significant amount of damage. So I'm kind of hoping that we can hold off any, we'll say, ground assault on, what is it, Arahai. Now, we're going to lose that, the spaceport. The spaceport's going down. I'm fairly confident of it. However, I'm really hoping this defensive base can hold its own. It's, we've done a lot in making sure that our defensive bases are nice and loaded up with all kinds of weaponry and lots of armor and shields, but there is only one of them. However, we do have this ship here, which is trying to escape. So this capital ship is trying to escape. Once that flies out of system, the entire defense of this entire system is going to be, we'll say, thrown on the back of this one defensive base, which is going to be really rough. I don't think it's going to have the firepower to hold them off. So I think, yeah, we're going to lose everything in this system. Darn it. Actually, you know, they're really not knocking the shields down that quickly. And I'm kind of curious what it's firing at. Like, if we take a look at the... Is it firing up there? Like, I wish it would focus fire on the ships closer to it. This is actually really tense. I'm kind of like... I know stuff's happening in other parts of my empire here, but I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see how well this defensive base is going to do. If it's going to be able to hold up that well, and it's doing a pretty good job. You know what? One of our cruisers is under attack. Not right now. Don't bother me. I want to see the little defensive base that could. Let's speed up things just a little bit to see if it's going to win. Dang. That defensive base is giving them a really hard time. You know what? We might actually win this one. It's dang, look at that thing. It's just spewing like lasers and missiles everywhere. It's like, die. I'm actually very impressed. What is it? The DF8 DF8 25 Mark 6 is we'll say the pinnacle of planetary defense technology. Look at that thing. Good job. Wow. If we built another one of those, I'm pretty sure this planet would be oh darn it, they got troops off on the ground. Darn it! We were doing so well too. Oh no. If they win, then that means that they're going to get control of the defensive base, the Arahai weapons platform. We don't want that. We really don't want that. Well, you know, I've queued up some more troops to be built, so hopefully as the fight goes on, you know, more troops will join up at the front, and you know, this will we'll see the tides will turn. We'll have to keep an eye on this. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some other things now that we'll say the brunt of the fighting is over. But you know, we want to keep an eye on that. That planet is being invaded. All right, Strike Force Charlie, how are you doing? Yeah, there we go. That seems to be working pretty well. This ship here, though, he was an idiot. He warped in. He needs to escape. I think we might lose this capital ship because he was an idiot. Just get out of there. Warp out of there. Darn it, I hate losing ships. Okay, oh, that's right, I forgot about our intelligence agents. Oh, let's read this. So we have 2 agent missions that have succeeded. So Kobe Kellen has evaded detection after having successfully stolen research information on directional jump sensing from the Daedalus technocracy. Sweet, so we went and stole research information. Don't think we actually got the technology though, because it doesn't show up on our messages here. But our agent Sen Nothris has evaded detection after having successfully assassinated Mavog Jatub at Remazin 3. Where's Remazin 3? Isn't that a Naxilian planet? I'm pretty sure it is. So let's go ahead and get these fine gentlemen back out into the field. Where are they at? Let's go ahead and sort by role. Find intelligence agent Kobe Kellen. You're the espionage guy. Let's go ahead and send you back out against was it the Naxilians? I don't think it was. I don't think they have a whole ton of research that we wanted. No, it was definitely the Daedalus technocracy. And we want to steal research in, what was the thing with that? Directional jump sensing. That's what we were stealing from last time. 94% chance of success, which is pretty good. Let's see, where's our assassin here? Where's our there we go, Sen Nothris. Assassination, 51%, plus 51%, sorry. You know what, let's go ahead and get him out there. We'll say assassinating more people, targets, aliens, whatever. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Assassinate character. Who do we want to take out? There's an ambassador, the leader, scientists, colony governors. Well, let's see what the chance of success is for all of them, and then we'll decide based on that. An ambassador, leader, scientist, colony governor. So it looks like a scientist would be the easiest one to take out with an 83% chance. It's a very risky mission, but I feel like the Daedalus technocracy is that one sort of faction that actually has technology that's kind of on par with ours, even if they don't have the economic and military strength that we do. So I'm going to focus on taking out their scientist. Besides, like I said, the other missions are pretty risky. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, buddy, you go ahead and deal with that. All right, so at least we've taken out the large spaceport, so I'm pretty sure that this ship here, this capital ship, is going to be able to... Oh, crap, I think it just lost its hyperdrive. It's going down. I was going to say, now that it doesn't have as much firepower on it, it should be able to live, but... is he going to get away? Oh, he is trying to escape. He is trying to escape. Okay. Strike Force Charlie. Come on. Oh. Just destroy. You escape. Escape from attackers. Okay, he's still attacking. He's still escaping. Cool. Wow, I'm actually amazed. That ship really held up. And now that it's not taking as much direct fire, I think I saw a component come back online. So we're at, what, 50 damaged? And 49 damaged. So yeah, its shields are starting to recharge, and its repair robots are actually able to go ahead and repair its components. So, dang. What do we got here? Design Trident. So we'll say Trident class capital ships are pretty resilient. Pretty great. Alright, so that's awesome. Gear X5 is now basically, technically in our control. I do want to get Strike Force Charlie to... we'll put them on attack, anything in system, and we'll just set them to automate here. So they're going to sort of sit in the system here, and... now it says system. Are they going to just attack stuff within... No, that doesn't make sense. Alright, so they'll attack anything within the system that they're in. Now, Arahai. Let's see, how are you guys doing in your defense? It looks like they still have some ships flying around here, but... see, it's getting close. It's actually getting very close. The troops on the ground are slowly gaining ground. I think Arahai is going to be just fine. I think I saw... Nope, that's basically it. So the Naxilians have got, what, 3 ships left in this system, and we have the Atzir Defense Force, which I'm assuming is the system name. So the defense force is back and helping defend the system. I think we can go ahead and try rebuilding a spaceport. Now we do have a shortage of hydrogen, so it's going to take a little while to get that done, but it looks like we have successfully, we'll say, fought off the attackers at Arahai. Sweet. On that note, thinking about attackers, Strike Force Delta, you currently have no mission. Well, we need to do something about that. They're loaded up with all the troops that they will need to go ahead and attack Daedalus 1. It's time to begin the assault. Who are these ships? So that's Strike Force Alpha. Strike Force Alpha's over here. And I believe that's a floater. Yeah, that's one of our floaters. Basically, there's some ships that are not... like I said, if you're joining a little late here, if a ship is not part of, we'll say, a main fleet, I just refer to it as a floater because it's kind of autonomous. It does what it wants, what it needs to, on its own. So if it's not part of a fleet, it's usually just, you know, a floater that's kind of picking up work where it needs it. So it's like, oh, this system needs a little bit more defense, or, you know, I need to take out this target. It goes ahead and it does it. It's typically defensive, though they'll act as escorts. So like larger ships will go ahead and defend planets on their own. Smaller ships will escort small civilian ships, stuff like that. Alright, so Strike Force Delta is going to begin its attack on Daedalus 1. We will take a look at that in a second. I want to see the Kaidian Empire, how they are faring. It looks like they've been able to hang on to their homeworld. And that's the important thing for me. Like, as long as you can hang on to your homeworld, I think we're good. The Teekans, however, might be able to grab this. Ooh. They definitely have the numbers here. Let's see, this planet here. It's, I could definitely see this planet falling. I think this was actually, was once a Teekan planet, as evidenced by the fact that there's all Teekans on it. But the Kaidian Empire went ahead and they captured it. This base is gonna go down. It's like, I'm torn. Oh, a treaty's proposed. Let me guess. We want to be released from subjugation. No, you can't. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me see. Yep. Nope, sorry. Once I subjugate you, you're doomed. That's your lot in life. Alright. Let's see. Anything going on here? Yep, Teekans are still up to their old crap, but we have the Desolation Moon fleet in place, so I'm really surprised that they're still trying to pull crap here. Alright, well... Like, really? They are really, No, you know what? You have a defensive base here. I'm sending the Desolation Moon fleet over there, and we're gonna see that super laser in action. It's not blowing up a planet, but we're gonna blow the crap out of your defensive base. It's like, I'm getting fed up. I'm not letting you get any sort of foothold here. Alright, warp on in. Where's the Desolation Moon? Come on, there it is. Alright. Now this is going to be satisfying, I hope. You know, if the rest of the fleet doesn't destroy the base before it can get its big laser off. Desolation Moon charging 5 seconds. But since I'm running at or we'll say a quarter speed, it actually means like 20 seconds. Alright, so we'll maybe go up to at least half-time speed. There we go. 1 second. Firing. Oh, that's the big laser right there. Don't miss and hit the planet! Did he miss? Uh-oh. The Desolation Moon's not a very good shot. Oh, what's going on here? Alright, well, this is going to be destroyed before the time, before the Desolation Moon can, we'll say, charge up again. This planet left their empire. Who are they part of? Quemeno? So the Daedalus Technocracy. So they've just willingly jumped over to our side. They're like, man, we want to be on your team. You know what? And you shall have our protection. A small spaceport and a, defensive base. Spaceports and defensive bases for everyone who joins our empire. Alright, Daedalus 1 is being invaded. Let's see. Where's the rest of the troops? Get those troops on the ground. Holy cow. We need the special operations on the ground, or this entire assault is going to fail. Wow. Okay. I think this is actually that's totally going to be a failure. I felt like we had the power to be able to take this over, but I guess there was definitely I think I was looking a little bit too much at the strength and not enough at the individual units, because they've got a ton of units. But you know, it's also clear that we don't have all of our units here. Where? Please tell me that's. Okay, where are they? Where's the rest of Strike Force Delta? Am I missing any of the ships? Are they out of system? Okay, where's the troop transports that haven't dropped off their payload yet here? Okay, you've dropped stuff off. What about you? Okay, you have a couple of units there that you could be dropping off. Oh, I'm so ticked off here. Oh, there they are. Troop transport. You've loaded. You've unloaded. You've unloaded. Are they on the capital ships? Like, why are the... Basically, I'm trying to figure out where the rest of our troops are. Like, it seems like the part of our fleet is not even here. Strike Force Delta. Yeah, we still have 2 armored and 2 special forces elsewhere. Who knows where they are? Okay, I need to zoom all the way out. I need to see where... Oh, please don't tell me you're, like, over in our space or something. I have no idea where they are. That is frustrating. It's like, we need that extra strength on the ground. You know what? We've lost. Strike Force Delta. Actually, can you pick up troops? I'm curious. Load troops. Yeah, get our troops off the surface, or we are going to lose them all. And I believe, did we not set up a cloning facility? I believe on Esga. I believe that's how we were able to. We still have all these guys on the ground. Look at this. We could. Yep. Troops, Clone Trooper Battalion. Yep, there we go. See, we could have... Darn it. We have fended off an invasion on Moon Arahai. Oh, awesome! So Arahai has been officially, we'll say, reclaimed for us. We've taken everything else out. Alright. So hopefully you guys can get our guys off the ground. They are pretty beat up. But don't rush over there. Don't worry about... Is it because you said to... Okay. Defend, sure, whatever. I just go ahead, load the troops. Because I see the ships and it's like they're taking their roundabout way to go blow up the civilian ships. So I'm like, I don't care, just get our guys off the ground before they get decimated. Yeah, because I think we're gonna lose all of those guys. Ugh, okay. Anyways, let's see, pirates. Way up there in our space. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to, we'll say, exert force up there. I'm busy dealing with the Nexilians. There was two areas where we were experiencing a lot of pirate activity. You know, up here in the Salagis system, I believe we wanted to take a planet up here. Did we not? Or did we already take one? There was 2 of them. That's right. One of them went independent, if I recall correctly. It's a nice continental planet. That's right. We sent off a ship, Risky Agent, to colonize here. Ooh. So we have some interest in seeing to it that this space is cleared. What are our ships doing? Strike Force Alpha, where are you guys? You're all the way over down here. fighting the Daedalus Technocracy. Bravo. You're on standby to help out the Daedalus, or sorry, the Kaedian Empire. Strike Force Echo is fighting the Nexilians. Desolation Moon Fleet is kicking the crap out of the Teekins. Strike Force Charlie. You know what? You don't actually have a, you guys don't really have an objective. Okay, guys, I need you to clear out, the area here so that our colony ship can get over here and grab this amazing planet. Alright. Strike Force Charlie, your new mission is to patrol planet. We're gonna send Strike Force Charlie up here to clear out the pirate threat, because we do have a colony ship. If I recall correctly, it's being built. Risky Agent. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ships and bases screen. Where is Risky Agent? I believe that's under our... Is it exploration ships? No, it's not exploration, you idiot. It's colony ships. It's right there. Risky Agent. It is a completed... it is a completed ship. Where is it at? Select ship. Let's zoom out and see where it is. It's en route. Oh, crud. It's close. Strike Force Charlie's not going to get there in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to redirect. We're going to redirect him for the time being. Oh, we've got a lot of fighting going on in the Atzir system too. Okay, you know what? Citizen Prime. We're going to send a Risky Agent back into our space. Just to, we're going to send it back to the moon Drift. Drift is pretty well defended. It's got a large spaceport. It's got some escorts. I believe it has a dedicated defensive base, and it's got, it's got 2 colonies. It's in our secured territory, and we're going to send Risky Agent back here to just to stay safe until we've gone ahead and we've cleared out this system here. It does appear that we have a couple, we'll say, floaters that are moving up, but I'm not going to trust them with seeing to it that all of the pirates are dealt with, considering we also have a pirate capital ship. So, yeah, and these guys are basically just destroying our escorts and our smaller ships. And we've been capturing quite a few ships of our various, we'll say, enemies, but yeah. So basically, things are progressing. Things are going happening fairly slowly here. I was really hoping we could have got Daedalus 1 here, but there was definitely a miscalculation somewhere on my part, and it didn't help that they didn't drop off, they didn't drop off all the troops. Alright, Strike Force Charlie, let me see, what's the damage? Or Delta, sorry. So we were able to go ahead and, it looks like we were able to retrieve a fair number of our troops, and, when we go ahead and we give them some time to recover, they should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to, maybe load troops at Esga, and I'll get them to refuel and stuff, and we will try that invasion again later. All right. Unfortunately, guys, like I said, not a lot really happened this time. It's, stuff has sort of been just happening. It's because of how large this galaxy is. When I formed it, I knew things would take a while for stuff to happen, and I love the complexity of having to jump all over the place. We got so many things happening at once, but as a result, due to the size, time is going to just run slow, and that's how I'm kind of seeing the series as sort of one of those things that just sort of it's like an ongoing sort of space opera type thing, eventually I do definitely want, we'll say, the victory. I want to be able to hit that 80%, and I feel like part of that is, we'll say, doing what I'm doing here is capturing, but due to, like I said, the size of the galaxy, and I will say the way things are, I can't just get cocky and just start doing whatever I want. Like, I was tempted to. I was like, you know what? Let's just go for the victory. Let's grab the Desolation Moon and just blow up everything. Just start blowing everything up, and then ta-da! We will be fine. But I'm like, if we start ticking everyone off and we start showing ourselves to be, we'll say evil, then all the factions are going to turn on us, and with their combined strength, they would decimate us. So, we still have to be smart about things, which is, it's a point I've sort of reiterated over and over again. But anyways, I am out of time for today. Really sorry about that. If you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, though, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.